Hello, I just want to help you with navigating through Xello and helping you with the assignment today for exploring careers. I am in Xello now. At looking at my dashboard by clicking on the Xello icon on the top left takes me to my dashboard, and I want to have you explore careers today. So you can go to Explore Options on the top. And when I do that, there are things that we're going to get to as well, but you can definitely feel free to look at these anytime. Um, First of all, there's over 500 careers in Xello. There are over 3,500 university colleges to explore, and 1,400 majors or programs of study that you would study at with a four-year school for getting your career. So there's so many things out there. Hopefully, some of this will help you kind of narrow down your path. So today we're going to do exploring careers. So I'm going to click on careers. There's going to be some things to filter uh, down those 500 options. And I want you to be open minded, but also realistic when you go through these filters. So, first of all, you have a sliding scale for salary. So, it's kind of fun to see what would pay over, say, $50,000. But I don't want you to limit yourself to careers that might not start that high. I know a starting salary for a teacher, for instance, is only $30,000. So you just don't really know maybe what those starting salaries are at your age, which is fine. So let's just keep a salary pretty open for now. You can play with that later. Education, you can choose whether you want just a high school education, a 2-year or extended community college or technical school. Some post-secondary education, though, is here for C. Or U, university is a traditional 4-year college, whether you go there right away or not. Basically, it kind of means getting a bachelor's degree. Bachelor's degree, you need 4 years of college. So you can select those by either clicking on them. That's not meaning a high school, and the blue means you are selected that. I'm going to click on more filters because I want you to, again, narrow down that 500 careers. Career demand, we just kind of talked about that in the last lesson. So, do you want a high demand, an increasing demand, or a stable job outlook? And so, hopefully, those are selected. You don't necessarily want a job that's declining, although some might be, and you might not realize that. Personality styles. So you should have already done your personality test. And so here are my three top personality traits. And so if I click on it, it's actually going to filter the jobs according to my top personality traits. And then that may help you finding something that kind of fits you more. Career clusters, you guys should have looked at this PowerPoint for those 16 different career clusters. Perhaps if you want to include some specific areas that you feel are going to be more interested in pursuing, maybe thinking about, I mean, you can select as many as you want and kind of go from there to see which ones might fit you more. And then school subjects. If you have certain subjects that you feel are stronger than others, whether you like to study that or you're good at it, that does tell you something as far as continuing your education or what your career path should be. So this has already narrowed it down for me to 36 careers. So I'm going to click on that and look at these 36 careers that it filtered for me. You can decide you think they are good or not good fits, and you might want to read more about them. So I'm going to go to one and just read more about it. So I'm going to start with up here. I think I'm going to go to accountant. So if you select on it, you can read more about that specific career. If you decide you really like that career, you can press the little heart and save it. It'll save to the careers in your profile. And we can start with a quick little synopsis of the starting salary to the range, I guess, of salary for the accountant and what kind of degree or education you need for that. If you scroll down, it talks specifically about what does an accountant to do day in and day out. So you want to read about that. You can actually click to hear a full interview from a real accountant and what they do every day. This job happens to be in high demand, which is great. Makes me feel good about going to get a college degree in it and not waste my time and be able to get employed. Some of the things they do every day, what's their workplace like. Here's how it fits my personality. This is the type of things that an accountant has, a persuader and an organizer. Working conditions talks a little bit more about where I could get a job. I could get a job in a large company, an accounting firm, the government, or a nonprofit agency. Talks a lot more about the earnings here with a nice chart to tell you like an entry level position in Michigan versus the middle wage or median wage or the with a lot of experience. And you can change that to different states if you choose you want to live in another state someday. And then down below, there are some sample career paths and what you may or may not need to get additionally to kind of go up the ladder within that position. So you can have an entry level accountant all the way up to a CPA, which has to then get an additional license and more things that I would have to do for that. Talks more about my education for that. And then related careers. So this sounds pretty cool, but maybe there's something else I want to explore more in that area. So perhaps I want to look at some other options and I can click and find those as well. So just a quick little overview on how to get through Xello and to help answer your assignment for this as well. If you have any questions, let me know.